What's going on, you guys? I'm back with another OneTake review, and it's of Kong Skull Island. This is the spoiler edition, so if you haven't seen the movie, this will contain spoilers. Uh, go watch my video as to why you should go see Kong, then come back and, well, then go watch the movie, of course. Then come back and watch this video. Spoilers coming in 3, 2, 1. This movie was pretty good. Like I said in my last video, it's what everything you wanted out of a monster flick. The big monsters, had a few monster fights. You enjoyed like Kong versus the two skull crawlers, Kong versus the final. I guess I would say Mother Skull Crawler, Mother Skull Crawler. uh, Kong versus the octopus, which I don't know if that was octopus or not because I could have swore it had more than 8 legs. I could be wrong. The big spider scene where it was stomping on people, it was trying to kill Easy E. That's what I call it, Jason Mitchell. I know I probably will forever know him as Easy E because he did such a good job in that. The log with Chapman and the log just calmly walking off while Chapman got ate. That also was great. But yeah, those were like the best parts of the movie. The entire movie and the end credit scene where you learned there was more monsters. Of course, we already knew that because we seen, I'm pretty sure most of us seen Godzilla. Uh, yeah, I think that was like the best part. Those were like the best parts of the movie. You had other things in this movie that were great, like, oh yeah, Kong versus like the, I guess you can say the military. When you first see Kong and he's jumping out and he's attacking the shit out their ass. First of all, what I didn't expect was them to make it through that those clouds and lightning without anyone dying. I was certain one of those helicopters would have got straight down. Like that lightning was like going like this far from them, and that would lightning would have hit either one of them. They probably, maybe most likely, everyone in the helicopter would have died because they didn't have anything on them to defend themselves. Yeah. Then they get to the island and they dropping bombs, trying to take the damn density of the island. Which, I mean, I have scientists there. John Goodman he was there, but John Goodman's most epic scene was him dying and what he left behind. John Goodman died to save a lot of people because the continuous flashing and inside the skull crawler helped a lot of people. It kept them aware of where it was coming from. That was great. Another thing I liked was that the big, I guess you could call it a buffalo. That thing, I guess it can breathe underwater also because it just stayed underwater. Then it pops up. It was like such, so epic. It was just normal. It was just a normal animal. I just think about it if you ever seen something like that in real life. Like how dope that'd be. Uh, as big as hell. I'm kind of fascinated with like animals. Not too fascinated with it because I don't necessarily get close and interact with them, but it's just like it would be something dope to see. Uh, but yeah, back to the part we were talking about when Kong first interacts with the humans and he throws a tree perfectly, perfect aim, perfect aim, and he pops the hell out of it, and it was great. I'm like, damn, she popping off already? I get okay. And then he comes out, he's jumping, he's smashing him, punching him, grabbing him, cutting his hand. Like, yeah, like the helicopter blade, man, he ain't invincible. So you seen the blood from his like the arm, like, I'm gonna say armpit, on his arm and on his hands. Like he's attacking helicopters. And the dopest shot was right there, and it was you just seen a lot of things burning, and you seen Samuel L. Jackson looking at a fire, and you seen Cone rise up behind the fire, just looking at it, and they just having like, guess you would say they're having. I don't know if necessarily they were having a stare down because I think everybody pretty much let that Kong pretty much died. He was stepping on people. It made him seem like a bad guy, but then you learn like when you see John, see Riley later on, who played Hank Marlowe, a guy who got stranded there during World War II. Uh, and you see him, and he tells him like, "Yo, this Kong's Island. Like he defends it. He protects people. He protects the people of the island from the skull crawlers who don't really want to do shit but just eat people and eat shit." Which is and the people worship Kong. The people on the island worship Kong. And Samuel Jackson, who is determined at this point to like get revenge. I'm thinking I could be wrong. I'm thinking like some during the war because they was fighting Vietnam during this, and I think the war had just ended. Samuel Jackson was like pretty pissed. Like some of his people died in the war and felt like they was giving up. So I think when Kong came and he had a chance of redemption, that's what drove him so crazy to want to fight Kong. But hey, you fighting a fucking gorilla that's 100 feet tall. I think it's more than 100 feet too. I'm pretty sure. I think I seen like a thing with the scale, and I think this was like baby Kong. One of the most confusing things about though, when John Riley was telling the story about Kong was that the big skull crawler only comes out when Kong is maybe not around or incapacitated. When is that? Like Kong is on the island 24 hours a day. Like so, when does the big one come out? And like, and if another thing, my bad. And if the big one killed Kong's parents, why can't it kill Kong? Did Kong do some kind of training? Did Kong go on a hyperbolic time chamber? Dragon Ball Z reference, my bad. Like, did Kong train for this? What it couldn't kill him or something? I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Or maybe we just got a Kong. I don't know. But yeah, cause we saw what Kong did to the two smaller skull crawlers. They really didn't stand a chance. Kong, I think I could swear I seen Kong grab one without looking and ram it to the other one. That fight was nice, but it just made Kong, like a badass. It's nothing. Oh, and seeing with Kong walking through the water, he don't lift his legs up a lot unless he's jumping. And he had a scene when he was jumping from the side. That was dope too. Like they made him look so dope, man. I don't know if they did it for Harambe or what, but I'm pretty sure everybody used that. But I had to slide it in too. And he's jumping back and forth from side to side. I guess from like mountain to mountain, and that's just dope. Huge rocks are flying off too. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I'm pretty sure it landed on something. Killed a couple things. But hey, Kong still Kong's Island, so he does what he wants. But yeah, he made those two small crawlers look bad. And the scene when he's walking through, he's just like a straight boss. Like, it's so dope. He looked like the straight boss. And that's when he fought the octopus thing. And he didn't say, I'm just going to go with the octopus thing, And he started eating it, and he was dragging it back to his house, I guess. And then, they have a couple things with him and Brie Larson, but it wasn't like a lot, It wasn't just, to me, it wasn't like he just fell in love with her, which makes a lot more sense because he's a freaking 100-foot tall ape. And she's like this tall. It's like me falling in love with the grasshopper. Like, ain't nothing I can do for that grasshopper, ain't nothing that grasshopper can do for me. I can protect the grasshopper. Alright, so. Not the point. But yeah. And then one of my favorite was the log. The log thing was like the one. My guy Chapman was sitting on it, and he started shooting at it, and then it just popped his head out, like, and then it just went back and like, you know what? I'm gonna go on about my business because you finna die anyway. That's when Chapman gets his ass ate by a skull crawler. And how ironic is when they were in Combs' parents' graveyard that a skull crawler just so happened to cough up Chapman's head with his badge on it. I didn't write. Listen, that was pretty hard to believe. I mean, but then again, I'm can't really look for logic in movies like this, you know. Well, not too much. But that kind of hard to believe. Uh, then he tells Samuel just wants to go to war with Kong. But before that, let me back up. The spider was one of my. I think the spider crab thing was probably like one of my favorite things because the way it blended itself in the forest was so perfect. Like you would have never saw it, and the way the first guy got killed was brutal. And this what happened. They was slicing. You had the birds. Like this, they had a lot of monsters. It was not short of monsters in this film. And I enjoyed it. Tom Hiddleston was put on a mask and start slicing. I don't know who the hell he was in training with to use a sword like that. I don't know which one of the Avengers or who taught him how to use a damn sword like that, but he was going to work with it. And I swear he was slicing sometimes and he ain't even looked up. I don't know if he just felt the vibrations of it coming and then sliced the hell out of it. That was dope. Uh, yeah, and the final battle with Samuel, I guess you say the final act, um, was with, Samuel Jackson trying to take down Kong. His strategy was great. You know, I, I wouldn't have tried it, but I'm not a fucking idiot. Uh, I don't, and plus, I don't let revenge blind me. But he was so blind about revenge and but whatever else had happened to him. He tried to take out Kong, and he did pretty good effort. Pretty good effort. Didn't win, but pretty good effort. Then you see that final skull crawl. I'm like, okay, this is the big showdown I've been waiting for. And that fight was massive and epic. Kong using fucking uh, Mortal Kombat moves. He thought I was Scorpion one minute. He, get over here. I'm like, but then he gonna said the fatality coming, and he had Brie Larson in his hand. The skull. he he tried to eat Cole's arm, and he pulls out this thing's tongue, heart, and everything else. I'm like, shit. Like she didn't get squished during all that, so she's perfectly okay. All right, okay. But like the monster, like that this was a monster flick, and the main focus seemed to be on the monsters and not like the whole human thing. They was there and they had like their own the plot thing, but it's basically just so you wouldn't. I think they were there just for dialogue, which was great, and it had some fun, a lot of funny parts in the movie. It was pretty good. And then the best, I mean, not the best part, but the great part is that you see like there's more monsters, there's more outlets to go to, and of course we know the coming of Godzilla, uh, and that coming in the future, hopefully, which is gonna be great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys can give me a like. I appreciate that. I hope you guys subscribe, man. So I just like talking movies and anime and comments and all those type of things with you guys. Um, Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, @officialbigdog. Follow me on Twitter, @officialbigdog_. For more content, hit me up so we can talk more. And once again, thanks.